Finally, we're live now. FM starting on that CT side. As I mentioned before, quite a ballsy play. If you do lose this pistol, allow the T's to win that first pistol round. Win versus the force buy, play the anti-eco well. Your money's in such good position. If you win the first buy round, you're 5-0 up. At that point, it's so hard for FM to try and climb it back. But still, 5 sets of armor. This could be a fast 4-man towards a 2-door and 2A main. Seen this, we've seen this play before. Get the information early and then rotate based off of that.
We'll see how effective that is going to be. FM obviously trying to go for the information play as well. Early aggression, they could be caught off guard. Bayfam seeming like he'll be trying to go for the push. Next that close by as well. Nilzinho working his way round now. The first frag will go the way of the CTs though. Stanley taking down Sliggy. Quicks with a quick retaliation. And it falls into a 4 versus 4 early on.
No kit here for the retake. There are only 4 sets of armor. So once this bomb goes down and Weber as well, the B bomb side's up for grabs now for MnM.
As they try and mount this retake, they're in good positions. They can take as much time as they need. The utility left to play with as well. They have the flashbang on Robin, so if they need to try and take the fight, make the situation even better, they can. They just fall back, play it smart. Only 1 player on site, which you can hold from at this point. He doesn't really need to run the risk. Everyone just holding these nice angles. This is going to be a hard retake on the pistols. Quicks as well. Second frag of the round so far, taking down Pulse. Nilzinho trying to have a sniff into the site, hoping he can find something to make this a little bit better. He does find the headshot off on towards Quicks, but time is ticking away. Fry tries to cause something, but he gets taken down. Robin as well. We spoke about the star potential. Instant opening. 3K kicks it off with a bang.
There he is, the Swedish star. 3K there to open up the first round of the finals. T's winning the pistols. We see Astralis do that pistol, right? They lead Glaive solo towards B, and they have the 4 players go door, or 2A main, 2-door, push for information. The problem is, as soon as they spotted no one in a main, right? You saw how late that rotation was for the player far back A main. Yes, Nilzinho spotted Quicks. He still got the kill. It's guaranteed, but should have been fast rotations towards that B-bomb site. You can't play a retake scenario without the kit on your pistol, especially the B-bomb site on cash. Still, they're the buy here for MnM. 2 AKs there for the players that got frags. And then the SMGs galore trying to rack up that $600 cash booster from Weber.
Yeah, this counter boost could actually be very damaging. This is the thing, Weber, you get him into this backline position, allow him to go for a frag.
If he flash through B main, go for a fast play. You don't have to go over boost, you can go charging towards a bomb site. Let's got to remember as well, 5 of those players bought, which means a lack of Molotovs, a lack of counter flashes to hold off these fast rushes if they do keep the SMGs.
Exactly, they're aware that they invested so much money into that prior round. The armor as well, they know they can just tear their way through them because they just don't have anything to invest into this one. Early aggression towards that B-bomb site, sure it is a stack, but they're finding frags left, right and center. Sliggy and Quicks kick it off as they do some juicy little headshots. Nilzinho will fire back, showing off his pistol prowess as he connects that headshot off on towards Keita. Bayfam trying to do damage as well, but he also goes down. Nilzinho on fire into this round. He's looking good so far. Look how low 2 of the players are on MnM as well. There's potential this round could go south. Nade rolls in though. Robin should blow him out of the server. Absolutely dominating there as it just falls on towards Weber. The headshot connection towards Sliggy. Oh, it was sick, but unfortunately Robin trades back. But that is a lot of weapons taken out the hands of MnM.
Exactly that. 3 players dying there for the T side means their money they're going to have to rebuy, reinvest. And actually Sliggy already bringing out the AWP Medusa there. Very nice knife as well. Easy skins, easy life.
Absolutely loves it. Talking about AWPs as well, Weber going to be donning that AWP over on the FM side, but it's the glass cannon.
Armor. Where is he going to play? Going to go towards connector. Possibly holding for that boost. We saw Robin go boost early on, and actually the AWP from Weber will find the first frag onto Robin. Still, man advantage for FM now. SMG as well, still in the hand of that second Swedish player, Quick. It's going to be hard now for the T's. Bomb is towards mid main. 1 player towards Squeaky, 1 player towards A main, 1 player towards B. They're split up. They're trying to connect, group up together, trying to hit mid together. I do like this. Try and utilize the AK towards boost. You know there's an AWP mid. Flash the angle. Try and smoke connector. Flash highway. Peek highway. Try and split A like that. The problem is that they could very easily walk into the AWP of Weber.
It's true. He's in a prime time angle to try and bat them down as well. Has the crossfire potential with Pulse right now as he holds towards vents. He can peek out and do some damage, but the push will come through. They try and storm their way in. Need to take that mid control. They slip through so far, but Weber, is he going to be the key to the defense? Can he lock them down and swat them back with this AWP? Goes for the angle, but unfortunately not Keita. That is a great opener. Connects the headshot, puts them into a good situation. Equalizes now with 4 members left on either side. Pulse seeming like he did catch out sight of Sliggy as he resets towards the site though.
4 versus 4. Fry 1 and Co towards the A bomb site. They see the bomb. And the other players as well going towards B main. This could be the B split. The smokes come in. Can Nilzinho and Pulse hold this one off?
Let's see if that is going to go on. Nilzinho's been looking on point so far, but will he be crisp enough to defend the site? Peeks up, looks around, trying to spot out a player. Will eliminate Quicks, hungry for more as well, but his teammates are doing the work. Unfortunately gets taken down by Bayfam, leaving just Stanley and Fry. The 2 boys in blue trapped over by CT to attempt to retake this. This is going to be very awkward, Snods. Only 1 flashbang left to play with. The site is in control of MnM. They still have time to get that bomb down, but unfortunately, Sliggy gets taken down. Stanley Stanley, fantastic shot. Bayfam has to react very quickly now as time starts to click away. Surely they pick this one up, and FM will get the first opening full buy.
Such a vital round here for the FM side to win. On their CT side, winning the first buy round, they will not go into the rut of going 0-5. The money as well, you can see what happens when you lose 3 rifles versus an eco. They win 3 in a row, but you can see Tech 9 already. Bayfam as well, 1.7k, gonna have to go to Tech 9 and flashbang or something. Actually goes for no head armor. Actually, has he been dropped a gun? Or is he keeping on that Glock? Can we see some land jitters? No. 3 AKs here, so the buy isn't as bad as I previously thought. Still there for FM. This round is as crucial as the previous. If they get reset here, that's where the money for them could be in such bad shape. Only 2 players staying alive in the previous round. The AWP was salvaged. Big part of the economy there saved. Still though, heavy presence from the T side towards A. 4 players here already. Bomb in A main. And already, what is that? Sliggy with the Tech 9. Chucks some nades towards the B bomb site. Trying to keep their attention there. You can already see the 3 players from the CT side stacked towards B. They know that retaking B is so difficult. They're going to hedge the bets towards A though.
That's the thing, that push coming out, they can utilize all that utility they have. The smokes go through, block off towards short. Just go for your push on towards the bomb site. Stanley has to be so key, just trying to play around the smoke right now. Weber also doing damage as well. There's Fry, struggling to get the shots, but will take down Sliggy. Weber is playing amazingly so far. The hat trick comes through, completely unaware of the position of Stanley as well. Quicks walks into him and gets taken down. We questioned if the glass cannon AWP coming out that early on could have been something that isn't going to work out too well, but FM, you get Weber on the AWP. He has just been doing work right now. Fantastic defense towards the A-bomb site.
Questionable. No smoke for Highway there. Allowed Weber to find those 2 frags onto the A-bomb site. And that will cement the second round here for FM. And now they're versus the fourth. Now they're versus the full eco, sorry. They need to have 4 or more players stay alive, keep their economy strong, keep their money high so that they can keep reinvesting in case they do lose these rounds.
And you've got to wonder what happened there, as they had an abundance of utility. Why didn't we see that short smoke coming out, as they just went for the close smoke?
Definitely questionable. Still, their pulse towards B will flash out. Spots for information. Doesn't spot anyone just yet, and actually bad timing there for him as the bomb is outside B main. With these Deagles, no armor, they're just trying to play for picks.
Yeah, just playing it slow right now. Keita actually has gotten a fairly effective amount of map control. He slipped his way through as he just tiptoes around towards short. If he connects this shot off, would be damaging. Unfortunately, struggling a little bit. Wants to go to the hunt on towards Weber. You can see him panicking. Apple Crumble has been served up as he gets taken down by Fry. There's Robin responding with a shot off on towards Pulse, though.
4 versus 4. 1 minute on the clock. And actually, the B assault already comes in. Already 1 player's fallen for the FM side. Can they have any more?
Zinio gliding around. You can see trying to reposition, utilizing that SMG as he spams through everyone. Fantastic stuff on display. Weber, a miss as well coming out. This isn't great. Weber struggling into this round, but luckily his teammates have been stepping up around him. Falling just left with Quicks. Trapped in a 1 versus 4. 40 seconds left to play with the bomb. Way too far away for him to be able to recover this, you'd imagine. Surely he gets taken down here, and that's not too bad. Just losing Pulse in this round, that's not that bad of a casualty.
AWP staying alive, 4 players staying alive as well. You can see 7,000 and multiple players here. The money is slowly starting to build. Neilzuni can also keep that SMG as well. Plays towards B, there's close angles towards headshot, B main, etc. All the pressure now on MnM. It's the T side of Cash, you generally see those early starts. We saw the first 3 rounds going in their favor. If they let the momentum slip here, FM could easily take control of this half. Could easily be 9-6, 10-5 if they don't get any of these early rounds here, because once the money builds for FM, they can continuously rebuy, and they're going to put so much pressure on the side of MnM. If they win a round, it might be a 1 versus 1 or a 2 versus 2. The money will still be low for them. FM, if they can keep applying the pressure, this could be a very daunting T side for MnM.
It's true. Potential for this to be a very, very scary one. Pulse will be open round towards Keita, though, in the early round. This is looking good. Weber as well playing that anti-flash. He's going to go for the boost. Will Nilzinho could be walking into a death trap or potential for him to get the opening frag. The flashbang will go through, gives the game away. He knows that there's players close by. Bayfam very low as well. Goes for the peak, taking down Robin. Bayfam with a quick trade back. Effective stuff, but they are at a disadvantage. They try and take that mid-control. Weber, can he find the frags? Of course he can. Eliminates Quicks, and it just falls on towards Bayfam and Sliggy.
2 versus 4. Fairly grouped up, bomb in their mid-main. Still, that's so hard for them. They have nades on Sliggy. 2 smokes. How are they going to utilize them? Smoke towards Highway, flash out. Might get 1 kill. Problem is that retake's going to be so tough. Only 2 kits though as well for the FM side. But it's Stanley with the AWP. Will they flash the angle?
Stanley holding it. Oh, that should have been an easy kill for him, but Stanley, the miss comes through, the smokes now as well, so they can try and take the fight, and they kill him. Executing Stanley gets him into a good situation. Fry playing off the close angle, though, surely should do some damage. The defense comes out as he connects the headshot back on towards Sliggy. Bayfam looking panicked as a flurry of bullets land, whizzing straight past his ears. And there's Fry for the execution.
Stanley's lucky there. This is one of the problems of having so many people that can AWP on your team. Hitting the easy shots, the shots you can't miss. We saw 2 of them come out there from Stanley. And that could potentially be, not even round, but just more economical damage done and dealt to FM. Still though, 4-3. Going to be the quasi-buy here for MnM. Molotov on Quicks. And the 5 players rushing towards his B-bombs like Neil's in here with the M4 though. Flashbang comes through, but it's Pulse holding the angle of the AWP.
You got to wonder though, will this be the classic Nilzinho? We're going to see some vintage Nilzinho spray down coming through on this eco as they set themselves up, playing that contact style, smart stuff as they want to burst their way through. There is a lot of CTs ready to try and defend this, and Pulse will start things off. There's Nilzinho trying to come in from behind, struggling a little bit as he finds 2 frags now towards the end. Fry for the final one on towards Robin. Pulse, he was doing a good job though with that AWP. And the thing is as well, when you see that double AWP setup come out, that's where Pulse can also do so much work. He is a very, very effective AWPer. Very good mechanically. Hits those nice, fancy, fast flick shots. Comparing him to Nilzinho, Nilzinho is more of that Smith style AWP, right? Slow, steady support. On Mirage, for example, he will hold mid-window and allow his teammates to push in up short, push connector. He holds the angles and sets up his players. Whereas Pulse, on the other hand, he's more of that aggressive style AWP, trying to find the openings for his team instead. Weber and Pulse now, the dynamic duo of the AWP. Versus Sliggies. Oh my goodness, actually the flash comes in from Stanley. We'll find the first frag here for FM eSports. Once again, MnM, they're down 1 player. Yeah, that's a good little opening there as well coming out for FM. You get that first initial frag, taking down Quicks, slows things down a lot. He was trying to just sort of be the thorn in their side over towards that A-bomb site early as well, as right now they haven't committed towards anything. Want to gain that mid control. They've been struggling in these previous rounds. Sure, they can get out as soon as they get over, though. They get instantly taken down, and Pulse is in a fantastic angle. Will throws through the vents, doesn't quite get the kill towards Robin just yet, and Robin connects the headshot. This is where things might start to go south.
Big question why you're boosting the AWP there into vent. Still though, Weber towards CT, no CT smoke just yet, and the flashes rain through.
Yeah, flashbangs coming in. Weber struggling, smoked off now as well, completely zoned out. No line of sight to aid him into this push. The retake will have to come through a little bit later on into the round as Batham makes his way on towards the bomb site and starts to get the plant down. Still, a lot of utility left to play with for MnM as well, whereas on the hands of FM, there's just nothing really to talk about. Sure, they have the kits though, and Stanley coming in with a backstab. Can it work out? Connects the headshot off on towards Robin. That's looking good. Will equalize into a 3 versus 3. Keita though playing anti-flash, waits for the push to come in, but Batham will do the damage for him. Weber also getting punished by Sliggy's AWP as he lands a beautiful shot. Fry with a connection as he makes his push back in towards the bomb site though. Wants to slip on towards the site and he's doing absolute work. Connects his way through 2 players. Hungry for the third, but he has to do it quickly. Tag on towards Sliggy. Pushes him now with the Tech 9 spamming away. Takes him down.
He hasn't got it.
Doesn't have the time to get it. Will just go for the commit. Actually, so very close with the kit. Can he get it in the last millisecond? No. Oh!
He got it.
Literally a millisecond left to play with there. 0.2 seconds remaining as he comes in. An insane clutch from Fry. How's he pulled that off?
You saw he was flustered there, just shaking around thinking, where's the bomb, where's the bomb? You can see the land jitters here. First map of the finals. As well, we had MnM on that quasi-buy when they pushed in towards B. You saw Nilzinho there, back boxes behind, 4 players spamming away with the M4. If that's online, they instantly hear the M4 rattling off and they spin around and they kill him. You can see the difference that land makes to these players. And it's these veteran stars like Weber that are going to make the difference here on land.
Weber gets the opener as well, causing that first frag. You can see they have to speed things up now as well. They're responding instantly off the back of this, and this will play into the hands of FM, but Keita gets the opening frag, taking down Stanley. And they're actually starting to do work. Weber needs to do such a huge play to defend the site now at this point, as his teammate is quite far away. Working around, Molotov goes down, using that utility to try and ward them back. Another frag from Weber as he tears his way for everyone. He's a one-man army when he has the AWP in his hands, as he just destroys everyone. Frag after frag, hungry for the kill towards Quicks, but the headshot comes through. The Swedish speed comes out as he connects that shot, falling now into a 1 versus 1. Time still to play with, though. He needs to try and tiptoe his way out on towards the bomb site, get it planted, get himself into a good scenario, back off, play from an after plant at this position. Nilzinho doesn't have any flashes, no smokes as well. Will be able to scavenge 1. Quicks playing it smart, will be backing off, trying to make his way towards that B-bomb site, but the mind games come out. Will Nilzinho fall for it? It doesn't matter. As he re-peaks, Nilzinho lands a beautiful shot to get them another round on the board. 7-3 now. FM, they are looking deadly.
The Swedish imports not working out for MnM. Robin, 10 for 7 already. Double digits for him in frags. The problem is that you can see Keita at the moment they're 3 for 8. He is your support player. You're not expecting to have those big frag games. You expect him to be setting up those players like Robin, those players like Sliggy and Batham. But still, slow start for MnM on LAN. And this does beg the question of mentality, right? At what point do they give up in this map, right? What if this is 10-5, 11-4, and they lose that pistol on their CT side? Will their mentality start to slip? But still. 5 versus 5, 1 minute 30 on the clock. Bomb towards mid main, 2 players, outside boost. And 1 player as well. In Squeaky, Flash comes into a main, Fry1 has all the information. But they're still playing 2 players towards A. They know Highway is weak, they've given up mid. They know they're not playing versus these AKs, etc. They don't want to challenge the players on boost.
Pulse this time around, obviously, utilising that M4 over by Vent. A little bit easier to find those frags, will be more of an effective weapon for his playstyle into this round. Is forced to fall back, will chuck that Molotov out to just delay the tease. But look at the map control they've actually been able to take, and so much dominance as they slip their way through up towards short. And Sliggy as well, he's just going to be that distraction over towards the B-bomb site, planting that seed of doubt in their minds. Nilzinho tiptoeing around. Will he get caught off guard here?
Very often they have Nilzinho towards checkers. Spots out Sliggy. Only a Tech 9, no utility to back him up, and actually does win that duel. 1-man advantage here, but Weber could close it. He does. 4 versus 4.
Weber, throughout this game, has been so deadly, just landing all of these spectacular shots to try and shut them down. But meanwhile, the rest of the FM squadron are just tearing their way through the reserves of MnM. Weber, shot goes through, trying to take down Robin. Can't quite connect just yet as the push unfolds towards the bomb site, but they have to do it quickly. 20 seconds left to play with now, but Pulse from the aerial angle will rattle down, connects the headshot on towards Keita. Robin as well, fires back though, taking him down. Now the aggression comes through, but 11 seconds in a 1 versus 3 where the bomb is out of position is going to be hard, but he does some of the damage. Taking down Stanley, hungry for more, but Fry will get another frag.
Not too much you can do there. Try and die before the timer runs out. So you do get money, you do get that lost bonus on your T side. Sliggy, will he go for the AWP or will they go for the 5 AKs? No. Will buy the AWP. Has 2 flashes, well, good B spawn here as well. We've seen Nilzinho play heavy towards checkers. Will he try and challenge him? The problem is, though, highly doubt Nilzinho just a wide face unnecessarily. If he will, it'll be with a flashbang. Very hard to get unnecessary kills, but Weber now going for that pick towards B. Could he meet Sliggy's AWP?
This could be deadly if they actually get this opening frag. The flashbang's forcing him to fall back a little bit, though. Will create a bit of space. They might have heard that audio cue, but it doesn't matter as Sliggy gets obliterated. Pulse as well continues the push going. They're not going to try and play it slow, play it smart and back off. They're just going to keep putting more fuel into the engine as Stanley also gets 1 frag off on towards Robbing, leaving them now just in a 2 versus 5, just a few seconds into the round. Quicks, great stuff. We need to see some more coming out from this man. He's tried to take that aggression towards door way too many times and got nothing for it. This time around, gets the opening headshot, makes the situation better, but still 4 men over on the side of FM. They are vastly outnumbered.
Exactly, outnumbered and outpositioned as well. Split up, and now both of them will fall. Quick's now alone in the 1 versus 4. There's not really too much he can get done here. He can't play for frags, try and get 1 or 2 kills, try and get the bomb down because the money for FM is so strong. It won't have too much of an impact on their economy. Right now it's do or die. He has to win this round, other there isn't really too much he can play for. Doesn't anticipate the play towards Forklift. Will catch him out though, off guard. Francis comes to Fry1. If he gets the kill now on the low HP player onto Pulse, there's a chance if he gets the bomb down.
He just tiptoes his way around. Does have the drop on him. Spots out Pulse as well, and he was so low it doesn't take much to get the frag. Still has utility left to play with as well. Flashbang goes over. Smoke to give him a little bit of room to brush on towards the bomb site. Can try and get that bomb planted and fall back into a good position as well. Molotov comes in from Nilzinho, but it doesn't affect too much as he slowly tiptoes around. Going to opt to play from Forklift here as well. Has to try and create these 1 versus 1 though. If he gets left into a 1 versus 1 in this round, there is so much potential that he can pick it up. Just going to be playing the long game, waiting for the push to come towards him. Nilzinho is close by, peeks out, but unfortunately Nilzinho was primed and ready, locked and loaded. Goes large as he finds the frag. Defuse comes in, and FM showing no signs of stopping.
Very hard for him to win that round there in the 1 versus 2. You see him playing towards the cubby. Forklift, it's a one and done position, right? As soon as he gets that first kill, if he did land onto Nilzinho, very, very easy for that last player there to trade him, know exactly where he is, he's cornered. Still the 9-3 is the scoreline. FM with a 6-round advantage. The money isn't as strong as I actually previously thought. It's been constant 2 versus 2s, 3 versus 1s, etc. You can see the money slowly dwindling. A lot of pressure being put on by MnM. The problem is though that they're applying pressure. They're having these 1 versus 1s, these 1 versus 2s. But the clutches are going in favour of them. They have the rounds on the board. And right now, Sliggy without the AWP. Weber on land, trying something a little bit different, trying to catch out these players. The problem is if they go for a fast rush, he's very, very isolated here.
That's the thing. The potential for the door burst into this round in that angle wouldn't have really complimented him too much, so surely he would have been dispatched. Repositions, nice stuff. Weber as well with attack through the door, trying to connect these frags, but Stanley is doing all of the work. A free K so far from Stanley. Hungry for more, but Quicks can fire back, connecting the shots off onto him there. Robin as well. Dispatches Nilzinho. Robin starting to get riled up now as he gets a 2K into this round. Thirsty as he makes his approach up short. Let's see if he can really tear his way through, wants to sink his teeth in towards Weber. Fry has the angle covered as well, playing close now by Electric Box as he starts to reposition. He has so much time to play with, but no utility to complement him in towards this round. Weber gives the game away in terms of positioning, but it doesn't affect him too much as Robin is just really in an awkward situation. You can see that smoke as well, warding him off. He doesn't know how to make his approach towards the A bomb site and has to reposition.
Exactly that. The 1 versus 2 FM not giving any opportunities. A jump spot there from Weber to spot exactly where Robin is. And now he can reposition towards a main. They know where the bomb is. Fry, though. A little bit out of position there, but will land the headshot there and cement the 10th round here for FM. Talk about quicks, right? You mentioned he constantly goes towards door. And you can see the read here from FM. They're constantly flashing to a main, taking control of a main because, yes, they can be played squeaky, right? But if there's no one in a main, MnM, they are not approaching that A-bomb site towards the start. And you can see constantly that second Swedish import being caught off guard, exiting squeaky and being caught off guard by Fry 1. And that's the read there for FM. Easy way to take control of the map and have all the information you need. That's why we constantly see 3 players towards B for the FM side.
This round, let's see how it is going to unfold though, setting themselves up right now. The smokes will come through, but look at the aggression. Reposition your way around. They can clear that. They now are completely aware it isn't going to be a play towards that A-bomb site as they've got a lot of information to play with. Focusing towards B, they can start to reposition their assets and try and lock this down. Fry at mid will have given himself up a little bit there, made some noise. They are going to be focusing when they work their way through. But this late round B play could be deadly if they aren't ready for it.
Smoke fades. Fry 1 spots the feed, but Robin wins the duel. One man advantage already for the side of MnM. They need these final 2 rounds. They need the 10-5, and they need to win the other pistol. Polster towards him and sprays down 1. Doesn't quite get any more, though.
Gets the opener, but can he achieve anything else as he gets taken down? Stanley as well with a spray down. There's Stanley for a nice little 2K. Everyone else on FM was just popping off, held their angles fantastically, able to dispatch anyone that came their way.
Easy. Very, very easy. Like shooting fish in a barrel. Just going through these tight choke points. No flashes, no smoke towards CT. Utility not being used correctly. Allowing these FM stars, Weber, Pulse, Fry 1, Stanley to shine.
Yeah, and they just took every advantage they had. It was, well, you can see the smart factor is, you know, they are a lot more drilled as a team. Communication coming into effect. They're going for the information plays, pushing their way through mid early. They got so much information. Could stat towards B.
They are going, okay, the T side is getting control of mid. Okay, we see very passive plays towards the middle area from the CT side. Weber playing towards connector. 1 smoke and he's gone.
Yeah.
You can see already, they've given up mid. They're going to isolate all these 5 AKs in middle, and that's where you might see the AWPs being abused towards highway, towards CT, B main, etc. Because if you funnel them into mid and they have to go up highway, you could be faced by an AWP towards quad. Instead, they believe Neozinio is AWPing towards B, so that won't be a factor. But you can see already the round slowly unfolding as Neozinio finds the first.
Yeah, nicely done there. A bit of confidence on display as he took the initiative, went for the playthrough, got the opening frag. Fry as well defends short spectacularly as he connects the shot off on towards Quicks, leaving them in a 3 versus 4. A bit of a tight situation left to play with. Sure, Robin has mid control, but they make their approach towards A. They're going to need to try and take down Stanley, who's rattling off pot shots all over the place. A flurry of bullets fire out, but he can't quite get the kills just yet. Trying to ward them off with these flashbangs, trying to reposition as well. Connection on towards Robin. So low at this point. Stanley staying alive for far too long as he does the damage.
Already a 4 versus 2. There's a swift headshot there from Neozinio. Puts it into a 1 versus 4. Batham last alive on the final round. Will go down to Fry 1. So, style of play there for FM. We saw Ninjas in Pajamas bring out the passive play towards mid first. You give up mid and you isolate the Ts in middle, and you play on the sides. You play quad, you spot highway with an AWP. You play towards B main with the AWP and you spot toxic T-spawn area of B main, those long-range battles, because it's so easy for the Ts to find frags at mid, right? If you play under boost, you can be mollied. If you play sandbags, you can be mollied. If you're playing exposed towards, you know, we saw Fry 1 playing around vent, on top of vent, 1 flashbang, they burst over. It's very easy for trade frags. That's the problem. You play a lot of one-and-done positions towards mid on your CT side. That's why a lot of the teams now in the current meta for Cash are giving up mid and playing from the bomb side. It's much safer style of play, especially if MnM, for example, use so many nades to get out of mid. They don't have the necessary nades to take control of the bomb sites.
Things as well, touching on something that we saw a little bit more just in terms of how emotional some of these players are. You can see Sliggy doesn't look happy, and Sliggy is usually Mr. Motivator of the
Oh, yeah.
You know, even when throughout every iteration of the sort of the Fish 1-2-3 mixes, and now coming into this is MnM as well, he's the one that gets them pumped up. Batham and Keita, they rely on sort of the fuel that he feeds them in terms of the hype and really riling them up, but everyone looks pretty down.
Yeah, for sure. then again, what can they really be rallied about? There was no insane clutch to have them all screaming, to have them all pumped up for the game. 12-3 half, no clutch plays, all clutches were in favour of FM. You lost 12 rounds in a row.
Yeah.
They win pistol. Actually, this is a good point. Versus FM, we casted that game. Do you remember Mirage? FM won both pistols. Sorry, they were called Fish 1, 2, 3 at the time, not MnM. MnM won both pistols and they lost 16-6. Do you remember?
Yeah, that's the thing. We saw them step up. When it comes down into those pistol rounds, they do have players that can pop off. It's the same for both sides, but it seems just they have this sort of more aggressive style of play. It does catch teams off guard as well, because a lot of those pistol strategies, sure, you can have set pistol round strats, but you can be very flamboyant as well. As a mix, it's quite easy to catch your opponent off guard with it.
Something as well, Sliggy's an IGL himself.
Yeah.
He doesn't look too happy. He's not calling currently, it's Quicks.
Yeah.
What if he's not happy with the style of calling, or that gets into his head, and all these factors could cause them to lose focus and give up potentially. But anyway, bomb towards B main. We see this from Astralis. I believe it's Glaive and Dupree. They boost back of T-spawn. They hold towards aggression towards A main. Squeaky. They wait out to see if the CTs are going to play anything crazy, like we saw FM do on their pistol, and from there the round will unfold.
See how this round will actually kick off. Sliggy is struggling to connect these shots right now over towards mid, wants to ward off the opposition, but they're doing damage. Fry as well. That is so beautiful as he connects that headshot off on towards Sliggy, leaving two players trapped towards the B bomb site. One trying to go for the rotate as well. That's going to be Quicks trying to reposition, but they've been lampooned as well, thinking this is going to be the B play. Meanwhile, mid control has been taken. The bomb can go for the full rotate background. They can lock down the A site. Why run the risk of walking into that stacked B?
Exactly that. They're going to have the A bomb site, no kit as well. We're going to have to see some early frags here from the CT side, and Pulse will find the third. Batham gets the reply frag. The problem is you're in a 4 versus 2, no kit for the CT side, and retaking that A-bomb site. With the pistols, it's doable when you are 4 versus 4, 4 versus 3. Yeah. You're a 2-man disadvantage. You've got players behind you. Neilzinho with a late flank, leaving B, going towards mid. Batham, again, last alive. This is your entry frag, and he's constantly last alive because players are dying all across the map. 13-3 is the scoreline. 3 more for FM to take this first map in very convincing fashion. I mean, my prediction was Cash and Mirage and Train go in favor of FM, and then MnM take Overpass. When it gets to Overpass, the mentality there, I mean, I've said mentality a lot, and it's because MnM, they even admitted it, they haven't practiced, they're not a mix. They're here second, and they're playing versus the most drilled team in the UK. It's very easy for them just to, you know what, lads, we got 500 quid, just enjoy this. And they need to be enjoying it. They don't look like they're having fun.
It's true, and that's where they play at their best as well. Throughout a lot of the lineups they've been through, they need that rallying factor in terms of when they feel confident, it comes back from the fun factor, and it's just not happening right now. They are looking down in the dumps, and they're getting punished as well. Smart Buy comes out from FM, obviously get those rifles out, use your range advantage, pick everyone off. Stanley's able to just basically dispatch the entire team on his own. Neilzinho has the drop on him as well. Keita doesn't even clear the angle. Seems blissfully unaware that Batham has just been executed from Sunroom. Some communication issues are definitely going on in MnM right now. 5
players alive as well for the T side. Their money will be booming. Doesn't really make too much of a difference, of course, because this game could end in just 2 more rounds. And nice headshot there from Sliggy. Problem is, though, it's about a minute too late.
Trying to find more, but isn't
14-3 is the scoreline here, and money is now strong for the side of FM. Only 1 player falling versus the Force Buy. I say their money's strong, but 3,000, 2,000, the first is the, well, I would say full eco again. The problem is the scoreline 14-3. MnM, they have to keep forcing this round. They have to keep forcing the issue and trying to... I mean, you've got to win 12 rounds in a row to even force OT. FM did it to you on their CT side. The chance of them doing back is very unlikely.
Exactly. They do try and bring a level of aggression into this round, though, and it's working out so far. They get the opening frags, but the trades come back in thick and fast. Everyone hitting the deck at this point as they're not in a great spot. Just a few measly seconds into the round. Weber wants to try and make that gap even bigger as well. Goes for the tag. Does lop a little bit of health off of Batham, leaving them now in a 3 versus 2. But the map control on towards FM, they still have so much time to play with due to the fact they're getting these explosive openers in the early game. They can just take their time, waddle around, and decide what they want to do.
Exactly that. If this was a 2 versus 2, I'd still favor FM on that T side, but this is a 3 versus 2. Hedge your bets for FM right here. Weber towards mid could get good timing here with Quicks, or it could go vice versa.
Goes for the peek out. Weber, unaware. Quicks actually takes him down. This is good so far. Puts them back into a workable situation. Neilzinho is low. Batham, if he does damage towards this A bomb site, they can definitely defend it. Batham struggling though. Can't actually find the frags when he needs to at the most. Quicks now. Wallbind, the opener on towards Neilzinho. This is good. Left in a 1 versus 1. Time left to play with. The peek comes through. But Fry, free HP, connects it. They get match point and the bomb.
Again, Another clutch going in favour of FM. They are match point now, 15-3 is the scoreline. MnM Gaming, you had to have a solid start. Yes, this map was favoured from to FM from the start. The problem is, I expected 16-9 and 16-10, 16-8, something more convincing for me. Because right here, this is just a mop-up. FM, clear favourites in the rest of this best of 5. This is a pug-style map, but right now, they're showing nothing. MnM are being out-skilled, out-team played, and they have the structure and the strats and the tactical depth to back it up.
It's true. The playbook and also just the individual fragging power from FM throughout this matchup has looked so much better than MnM. We know they have star potential, they have prolific fraggers, but none of them are on form today, it seems. Not in this first matchup at all. MnM, they need to be revitalized going into map 2, as it seems like this should be them getting shut down in this round.
The star player already fallen. Oh, that looked like a headshot there. Goes for the reface. Stanley will get that trick. Well, wasn't even a trade frag. We get that frag. 2-man advantage here for FM. It's looking like a very, very fast first map here, Jackie. As Fry1 will get that kill onto Keita. Just Sliggy and Batham last alive.
Every time someone peeks on the side of MnM, they have no one there to try and aid them. Batham does get a cheeky little headshot off, actually. Wanted more, but doesn't go that way. And it's just Sliggy left. The man that needed to be the driving force behind the team, get them rallied up, but he can't do anything. Gets taken down. A 16-3 scoreline. They only pick up the pistol and the 2 continuing rounds off the back of that. That is just an abysmal
16
scoreline.
in a row. 16 in a row.